What's up, guys? Welcome back to JSig Poker. Please hit that like and subscribe button for daily PLO content and hold'em and hand reviews. And I'm going to go over right now the recent PLO high stakes 2550 cash game with Andrew, Nemi, Rampage, Jason Somerville. This happened about a month ago. This was a really juicy game, you guys. There's some gambling going on, a couple of fun players, a good mix of pros playing in a fun style as well. I'm just going to review a few hands with you guys, all right? And hopefully I can help you guys out with your own PLO game. So let's start. First hand here.
Finish on the spot.
That way, you know where it's coming from.
200 goes a long way these days.
Yeah.
I might do
goes a long way these days. Where? In which country? Lucky if you get a couple of bags.
I'm trying to speed it up for you guys just a little bit, all right?
Taken upstairs. Yoni with a monster hand in the straddle. He would likely be squeezing.
Great shape against Brandon Sands.
All right, a little bit too fast now. All right, so we get Brandon. This is a $25, $50, $100 straddle. I think it's Joni or Yoni, however you pronounce it. But Brandon ends up opening under the gun +1 with ace 3, 10, 10. Yeah, I mean, in a televised game, I like it. It's fine. You know, give me 1 second here. It might honestly even be, you know, in a lot of games I like to limp that just because I don't like to open and then get pot. You know, it doesn't really play well in a 3-bet pot, in a bloated pot. But we got, you know, Gardy or Jardy and Jason coming in, Ite, you know. Wow, I'm surprised she folded that. But JK is in there to gamble as well. And so now, Joni wakes up with ace, king, king, 10, singles suited with the nuts suit. A really, really good hand. Definitely potting here every time. Brandon can have a lot of hands. You know, 10, 9, 8, 7, ace, queen, jack, 5, queen, queen, XX, whatever. He ends up calling and gambling here. Brandon, I'm sure he doesn't like it. He's kind of a conservative player for the most part. But again, you got to gamble on these live streams, you guys. Jardy end up calling, of course, behind with this ace-queen nut suit and 8-7. I don't mind it at all, especially because you might be dominating some other players like JK. He's definitely a loose player, as you can see. He ends up coming along with 7-5-4 deuce offsuit. Like I said, fun player. All right, now let's go to a flop. 9-4-3, huge flop for Joni. Pot is $7,725. I can only expect him to do one thing here, and that is to go all in. Let's go. All right, now I'm assuming everyone's going to fold except for JK. JK, if you're going to call with this hand pre in a 3-bet pot, and the pot is already 7K or more, you got mid-pair, a backdoor flush draw with an open-ended. You got to go with your hand. You could potentially be up against aces, kings, even worst case scenario, if he does have a hand like this, you're still up, you know, potentially 40% equity, which you're getting right price to call. He does call, and Joni probably hates to see JK's hand here. That's probably one of the worst hands he could be up against, right? So he's like, and they decide to run it twice here. Let's see what happens here. All right, that's a good turn for Joni or Yoni. Gets a gut shot, and he holds that first board. Good for him.
At least 9,000.
And there's still hearts live.
Didn't use any of his hearts.
JK needs to hit a 4, a deuce, an ace. There's the 5. He's got his 2 pair. But Joni's still 34% equity to win this pot.
I avoided the cooler.
Ooh, all right, they split the pot. Yeah, as they're supposed to. All right, guys, let's get to the next hand. Joni almost scooped that monster right there. That would have been a big pot.
What a flop.
Like $20,000 pot right there. 25.50.
King Jack 9.
All right.
In the straddle.
So next we have Joni straddling. Gardy or Jardy raises to $300. Jason, 3 bets with ace, ace, 6, 5. Really, really standard here. Great squeeze, especially from the cutoff. Ite overcalls with king, queen, jack, 7. In most cases, I would just fold that just because you're going to be dominated versus hands like ace, king, queen, jack, ace, king, king, queen, 10, ace, ace, king, queen, higher suits, right? It looks pretty, it's connected, sure, but the 7 really kills you. I would only call if it was a king, queen, jack, 9, if it was all connected and double suited. But whatever, she's here to gamble, she's on stream, let's go.
Decision a little tougher. This hand that he has prefers to be heads up, not against aces, of course.
And now Joni, what is Joni going to
He's
do
gone
with
early
his ace,
position
king,
open.
jack, 9, triple suited?
Oh, 3-bet flat.
Most cases, you're going to be up
in a-
against ace and you're
in a
going to be
tough game
dominated. But
that
he's
gonna
in
plan on,
there.
this is a fold.
But
But
he's in there to
he's in there
gamble,
gambling,
you know, because who
believes other
knows,
people
maybe
are in
some
there
other
gambling.
people can have
Yeah,
weaker
he
clubs
wants
like
to make the call.
Ite. But even if other people do have clubs,
Ace in.
you know, a lot of your clubs are killed, right? So I don't really like it. Plus the king, jack, 9 can get you in trouble if someone has aces or pocket kings. All right, but either way, we go to a flop.
Window. How about that for an action flop?
this could spell trouble for Yoni, who is drawing dead, drawing to a chop.
Flop is ace 10 7 with 2 diamonds.
Everybody
Ite
on
flops
with
a
wrap or
monster
set.
Wow.
wrap
Yeah, Guardi
with bottom
with the
pair.
wrap,
She
even
can
noticed
hit
that.
a diamond,
Ite with the king, queen, jack,
a king,
and
a queen,
diamonds.
a jack, potentially
way,
runner, a 9,
should see a
8.
full
She has
wheel in
44%
I really don't
equity
know.
in
By the
this
way,
flop
Jason flops
because
top set,
everyone
flops
else
the
is
nuts, and he's
blocking each
behind
other's outs.
Ite.
Jason's outs are full house outs are
least
blocked
that's
by
multi-way. If he
Joni
gets heads
and
up, he's supposed
Jardy,
to flip.
Well,
and
Yoni's
Ite
come out
the
firing
7 is
palm.
blocked, so she could really
Actions
hit a
on
10
Guardi.
for full house or brick.
Guardi with
So
a
actually,
pair and a
Ite
wrap.
has a lot more outs.
Do it, Guardi, come on.
Joni ends up betting $4,400. I don't like it. He has, yeah, sure, he has top pair with the double gutter and a king high diamond, but Jason's range is going to be so heavily weighted towards pocket aces, and you're not doing good. You're only working towards 8 potential outs, potentially even less, just because other flush draws can be out there, right? But let's see what
Obviously,
happens
for
here.
Jason, he has a nuts no folding for Ite.
Jardy in a tough position. He's got a
Question
low
really is
wrap,
Jardy.
but he knows he can also be dominated here. If he's a good player, I'm assuming he's just going to
So we can
fold.
see he's in terrible shape. You'd never expect to be in this bad a shape. With a wrap.
And you do have to
Oh,
fold
well.
without a flush draw, because again, you can be dominated. Guys, being dominated is the worst thing, and that is exactly how you lose a ton of money in PLO.
In it goes.
Jason Somerville has top set. He is in there, obviously. And now
Trying to
Ite
decide if she's
is
up
left
against
with a little
stronger
bit of
flush
a
draw in which case
decision.
she would be in kind of rough shape.
What she's really worried about at this point is someone has a king high or queen high flush draw.
Actually,
She's
being a
not in
great
good
result for
shape.
Yoni if he
But
gets
you
Ite
know
and Guardi
Joni's
to fold.
range and how loose he's been
Clearing up the
playing.
straight
He can
outs.
definitely
Better
have
result
worse
for Jason
hands.
Somerville.
Maybe in pocket
That's
10,
improved
10,
from
10,
massive
8,
favor.
9. Ace 10, 10, 8, right? So if you're getting,
So what
you
Ite is
know,
thinking about is
you're
if
getting
her flush
really
draw
good
is
pot
live,
odds
as we
at
can see
this
here, she
point.
has 42%. If her
If
flush draw
you
is
think
not
your
live,
flush
it's
draw
gonna
might
be
be
more like
live, but I think you just got to
25%.
gamble. Yeah, and
There
she does
goes.
gamble.
There it goes.
I like it. I like it. If you're going to call with this hand, you get that flop, you can't possibly fold.
If you would have told me,
Good
So
luck,
let's go.
ladies and gentlemen.
then I was
Let's
gonna
go.
have to
Let's
fold
go
this
to a
hand, I would
run
not
out,
have-
baby.
You would have never. I would have never imagined.
3-way all in.
One of the only
Ite
ways I was going to be able to fold this hand.
with almost
Now
half the
Jason is like, oh god,
He's seeing the bad news.
I've got to fade, guys. This is PLO. You got to fade. You got to run good.
You might literally only out.
Are we running
You
it
gotta
once or
run
twice,
good.
or can we only run it once?
I'm easy.
This is a $31,000 pot at 25.50. This is a 600
Okay.
big blind pot.
Yoni
It's a
looking
massive
for an 8
pot.
to scoop, a queen to drop it with Ite. Somerville just looking to hold the top set.
Yeah, Joni is not looking good. He's got
It's
6%
impossible
equity,
to hold top
guys.
set unless you're
6%.
able to win, but it is
That's
possible.
right. It's like, how
Because
does
the
top
queen
set
he
hold?
chops.
Good card.
King he's dead. He needs an 8 to scoop. That's it. An offsuit 8. 3 8s in the deck. Ite.
Surely not.
Ite. Nope.
not.
Nope. Not good for Ite.
Yes.
Nope. Not good.
Jason Somerville. in this
But
one.
she's going to be a favorite to win the second board because all the other outs are gone. The 7's gone now.
Oh, there's a little side pot as well between Ite and Yoni.
Jason's
That's 7,
feeling happy. He
actually.
won at least half that pot.
Giving her-
There is the king. Now Joni is drawing dead
Extra money.
or to a chop if a queen
That's great
comes.
for Ite.
But Ite is
Really
looking
good shot.
good now.
Jason can win with the board there. But
Plus she's got the king
Ite is gonna win
and a
this.
7. Yeah, and she does end up chopping the pot. Nice hand, Jason and Ite. Well played by both, in my opinion. Post flop. All right, let's go to the next hand.
as well.
All right, we got
can
Jason
imagine
raising it up with
Figure it
Ace,
out.
King, Jack,
One would hope
single
that you
suited
of all people
from under the
figure
gun.
it out.
Jardy in the small blind, yeah. Oh, three betting.
Three-betting the 10
Ooh,
rundown
Rampage in there. Snap calls.
Frisky, but he is double suited.
Okay, I like it. Frisky.
Is there a
Three betting the old 10-9-8-7 single suited, just a rundown.
None of these
Right,
plays are
mid rundown
crazy,
versus under the
just
gun
pretty
open.
standard parties.
That is ambitious. Rampage
Borderline.
even more ambitious. Gambling
very
in there with
solid
king
kings.
deuce queen
Fingers
5,
involved.
not connected, double suited,
Cardi,
but the suits aren't
very
even.
nice flop for him. Interesting to see how
The
Jason
suits
navigates this.
aren't even nuts suits. All right. Jason ends up flatting here with ace king jack jack. Jardy ends up nearly potting with bottom 2 and an open-ended. Great flop for Jason because
Top pair, top
he's
kicker.
going to have the range advantage.
tough
He's
to
going to have all
improve
the
those two
pocket
jacks. He
aces
can
here.
improve to
Jason should
have blockers
100%
to strike.
4-bet if he has
About
pocket
10, for
aces.
example. And
Jason's now left kind
all
of a
those
tough
things
decision,
combined.
but he's got a call here.
Go into his mind, and he's going to call.
Reason being, ooh, okay. Why does he have to call? Well, because he's got an ace, he's got a king, he blocks aces, right? Jardy could potentially have hands like king, king, with the straight draw, king, king with, with the gut shot, a hand like this, 8, 9, 10, jack, 9, 10, jack, queen, right? But that being said, you really don't like it if you're Jason. I mean, what kind of turns are you hoping for? So I actually don't mind a fold. I actually don't mind a fold. Even if you hit a jack or a king, you might be dead, right? Because that could potentially give Jardy a straight. But let's see what happens here.
Gardy turns 3 pair, and the open
So yeah,
ender.
Jardy does c-bet. Jason
Ace
calls,
9,
and now
rainbow
turn is a
flop.
7.
The 7
Very,
gets there.
very
It's hard to-
interesting because now Jason blocks 10 jack. Now Jason bets. Let's see how much
3.5
Jason
bluffs.
bets here.
And he's going to go ahead and fire.
2,000, rather small. Rather small. That's kind of interesting. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean he have like 10 jack of diamonds? That's basically what he's repping at this point. And Jardy, although he has 10-8, he blocks 10 jack potentially. He doesn't have any diamonds or a jack in his hand, which is trouble. But I don't expect him to fold to that small bet. But here we
Third
go.
turn.
Let's see what
So for
happens.
small sizing here, setting up a
You
river.
know, Jason's plan is going to bet this turn and bomb the river to
Let's see
rep
what the
that
river
10
brings.
jack, and I do like it if you're going to call the flop.
Okay. Yeah, you.
Okay,
Great for
okay. I'm
Jason to
expecting
continue
Jason to
telling his
win this
story.
win
This
this
is a spot
river.
where
He's got to bomb this. He's got
You
to
should
bomb this.
get a lot of folds.
Jardy can
It's
have
so
like
hard to
2
call this
pair.
flop and have a
Yep,
hand
there
that
he
needs to
goes.
bluff.
Yeah, and Jardy is
Jason
like,
knows that.
what do I do
Bluff is
now?
tough for
What
him.
kind of bluffs can you
I love the turn
possibly
bet.
have?
People would have just checked back.
This is one of the bluffs that Jason could have. Ace King Jack Jack.
Showing down there ace king.
Exactly ace 10 10 something.
Jason knows it.
And Gardy.
Show me two
Yeah,
bets
Jason
then.
Going
feels
out
good
there,
about
man,
this
he can beat more
bluff.
or less.
He looks like he's studied this quite a bit, and he does get it through. Jason
I guess that's a bad thing to
Jason
say.
Somerville winning the 20K pot. I love
I
it.
figured you were somewhere in there.
I love it.
You were very close.
That is how you play PLO, guys. Blockers matter so much more in PLO than Hold'em because you got to understand there's 4 cards that you're up against. Right, so that's pretty much it for today. If you guys like this video, hit the like and subscribe button for daily PLO and poker or Texas Hold'em content and hand reviews. I'll be putting out a vlog pretty soon again within the next couple of months when I got some more time. So peace out, you guys. See you on the next one.